All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me on another great episode of your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, one of the saddest things about our present society is that abnormal things are now being accepted as normal. Despicable and ugly outcomes occasioned by negligence and failure are now being treated as part of life. When it happens amongst individuals, it is bad enough. But when the government begins to act like that, it is a recipe for disaster. Since this administration began last year, we have heard and seen things we never thought we could hear from government. Ajuri Ngelale came out to tell Nigerians that the travel ban on Nigeria by the UAE government had been lifted, and some Nigerians began to jubilate, only for the UAE government to come out and call the news fake. And in case you forgot Ajuri's designation, he is a presidential spokesman. I have never seen anyone in that position anywhere in the world speak carelessly. And you would think it was a mistake that will never reoccur. But after that, Ajuri and his colleague Bayo Ononuga have continuously tarnished this country's image with endless lies that have been exposed every single time because they don't even lie intelligently. And they lied to the point that both men began exposing each other. But this one that happened hours ago hit me and many patriotic Nigerians in a very different way. This time around, it was representatives of the government of the United Kingdom that came out once again to humiliate the Nigerian government. But when you hear the details of this humiliation, you must begin to question our continuous existence as a nation if truly you have a conscience. We have built a nation where failure is being put out as an achievement and even exaggerated. But the representatives of the UK government called the Nigerian government out openly. Before I show you details of that update and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video that further questions our existence as a nation. See the video.
What would you say, Prof, if you have the solution on your left arm to fix the problem? What would you identify as three major Nigerian problems?
The first one I will identify is lack of nationhood. Nigeria is a country still yearning for nationhood.
What does that mean?
What it means is that we are not united. We are still what Chief Obafemi Awolowo once called a piece of geographical expression. Ahmadu Bello once said it was a piece of historical mistake because we were cobbled together on 1st January 2014 by Lord Lugard, the Southern and Northern Confederates, and the Lagos Colony, after Nigeria had been given her name by a young British author who wrote in the London Financial Times of 8th January 1897, calling it Nigeria, that Niger area. That is first major problem. In other words, we were cobbled together through the direct and indirect rule system that we were operating, with all of us already enjoying our independence. The Benin Empire, the Oyo Empire, the Kanem Bonu Empire, the ancient Ife. We were already independent, having our own systems of government, and we were happy. Jaja Fopobu, Nana of Ichekiri, Oba of Veramino Baise of Benin, who beat the British back with bare knuckles, for which he was deported to Calabar, where he lived and died 27 years later. So such people that were already used to their independence and ways of life, to put them together and say they cannot now discuss their future.
Is it the reason for the agitation we see in Nigeria? This
the
idea of lack of nationhood.
In fact, it is the beginning and the end of it. I can assure you that you were talking about three problems. I identified that one major problem. If you don't have nationhood and nobody believes in Nigeria as a country, if I ask you, Shehu, where are you from? You won't say I'm in Nigeria. You first quickly mention your village and then your state. Then you are filling a form. After asking you for your name, the next question is place of origin. You put it, town, they say local government. You put it, they say state. You put it, then they say religion. You are already being typified. You are already being profiled to know whether what we want here can come to you or not come to you.
You heard that. That was Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Mike Ozekome, calling a spade a spade. Nobody believes in Nigeria, or better still, the people who believe in this country are so few that we can easily say no one believes in this country. And just as Peter Obi said during the campaigns last year, he said we have a country called Nigeria, but we don't have Nigerians because people don't believe in the country. This is a country where the presidents, governors, and other executives treat themselves abroad when they are sick. Imagine that a man is sick, then he leaves his wife and children at home and moves into his neighbor's apartment and begins receiving care there to return to his home when he gets well. Isn't that an abomination? But that is what we are seeing here in Nigeria. And that is why I use this platform and every other place I find myself to tell Nigerians to unite or remain frustrated forever. It is the lack of unity that has made Nigerians not to believe in this country. And this right here leads me to my next update, which is how the UK government disgraced Nigeria. You know, it takes an extremely high level of lack of belief in Nigeria for this administration to be celebrating the fact that Nigerians are fleeing the country for greener pastures. They celebrated it to the point that they lied about it, and the representatives of the UK government had to call them out. Look at how the papers reported it. Abike Dabiri Erewa's Ncom lied about 430,000 visa approvals for Nigerians, UK government. The British High Commission in Nigeria has debunked news circulated by Abike Dabiri Erewa's Nigerians in Diaspora Commission that the UK government approved about 430,000 visa applications by Nigeria. Ncom on August 7 claimed the UK High Commissioner Richard Montgomery had said 430,000 visa applications by Nigerians had been successful. A press release by the commission said Dr. Montgomery equally informed that about 430,000 visa applications by Nigerians were successful this year, while advising visa applicants to apply by themselves and be circumspect of agents. Ncom circulated the news targeting the UK High Commission in Nigeria, presidential spokesperson Ajuri Ngelale, and media outlets. However, in a tweet on August 9, the UK High Commission debunked Ncom's claim, saying only 255,000 visas were issued in 12 months. Correction, at UK in Nigeria issued 255,000 of all types of UK visas in the 12 months from April 2023 to March 2024, the UK High Commission in Nigeria tweeted in reaction to Ncom's tweet. In a tweet on Saturday, Mrs. Dabiri Erewa admitted the error in her office's claim, saying, "Very well noted, error in figures corrected. However, her office's press release misleading the public has yet to be pulled down." Similarly, Mrs. Dabiri Erewa's office has not published a new press release with the correction she claimed has been corrected at the time of filing this report. What a shame. What an embarrassment. You don't even have accurate data on your own people. And what an unnecessary lie to tell. If 255,000 people had their visas approved, why not stick to that figure? Why do you have to come out and say 430,000 visas were approved? And what is so great about 430,000 Nigerians fleeing this country to the UK alone within such a short period? Imagine the number of people that would have fled to Canada, to the USA, Germany, Turkey, Georgia, and other countries. This is a disastrous outcome that should not even be publicized, but this government is proud of it to the point that they are exaggerating the figures, inflating the number of Nigerians dumping the country. And this is as a result of no belief, no love for the country. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by AIM says, from one disgrace to another disgrace. Can Nigerians actually catch a break? Now, wow, propaganda and lies cannot build Nigeria like this. So this is worse. This is not even public ridicule. This is global embarrassment. I'm telling you, highly esteemed offices come out making claims, unverified claims. Why can't you just take a minute or two to just verify what you are trying to say, what you're about to say? Or is it just a deliberate attempt to completely tarnish the image of this country? Because I don't understand. And this tweet here says, there was definitely no need for the lie. There was no need for the lie at all. You already had 255,000. Why are you exaggerating it? And this tweet by Abike says, she has always been a liar, nothing new. Anything attached to the APC is built on lies. Well, that is very true. And Oluwashola Smart here says, and if person curse her now, they go say she be elder. Any elder lying to Nigerians to score political goals will not live to enjoy their ill-gotten loot. Amen. This one is tough. Oluwashola is really angry about this particular lie. And this tweet here says, anything from APC is built on lies, propaganda, deceit. The party is an association of past criminals and liars. Are they even past criminals and liars? Presently, they are still, in fact, they are worse than they used to be. And Jude here says, should we be happy that UK approved 430,000 visas in the first place? Now, achievement be this. This is what I'm saying. Is this even something that you should be happy about? What are we descending into as a nation? Something that is so shameful. Your citizens are running out of the country because of failure of governance. Our best hands, when you hear that people are leaving Nigeria, it is not just people who don't know their left from right. Of course, you know how expensive it is to leave this country. So it is people, highly skilled people, intellectuals, gifted people who have to a point built a life for themselves in this country, but they have seen that there's really no future. And then they jet out to the UK, to the US, Canada, our best hands living in droves. And these people are happy about it. It is such a shame, but this is the APC. I don't expect anything less. This is what I keep saying. I've seen these people. I don't see them finish. I don't expect anything good from them. Since they came in 2015, this country has not known a single day of peace. It has been from one trouble, one travail to another. And it behoves Nigerians who are at the receiving end of all these to come together and make the change happen, because these guys will never do it on their own. Like I keep saying, 99.9% of Nigerians will not do well in government because actions of government officials don't have consequences. And when they know that no matter how they steal, they are going to go scot-free, this is how they will continue stealing. But we know the few that we can trust. Those are the few that we should rally behind to push them forward. For me, all the lessons that need to be learned have been taught. Religion and tribal sentiments will not get us anywhere. The economy as it is now is dealing with Muslims and Christians alike. Every tribe is feeling it. So Nigerians must jettison these sentiments, come together and take their country back. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away. Don't go.